Love Island Season 7, the finale coming up this weekend, and there is a lot on the line. And I'm not talking about who ends up winning. I don't even know. What do you win on Love Island when you win?
I think $100,000.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guess what? Even if you don't win, you could have a very lucrative career ahead of you because of the popularity of these contestants on social media. And they gain followers by the thousands, tens of thousands in some cases. While they're on this show, and that means you can turn that into actual cash and possibly...
You sound like a commercial.
A career.
You can turn that into cash.
Now how much would you pay? But there are also risks when you go on this that could maybe damage your ability to make money at all when the show is over, depending on what happens to you. So we're going to follow the money because there is a lot of it out there for these contestants. And that means we're bringing in our buddy Daymond John from Shark Tank, who is at a conference. What do we got there? The National Conference on School Leadership.
Yeah, this is the 2025 United Conference, and this is where a bunch of school professionals and leaders get together who are taking care of our children, and they're holding the doors open. Look. They're holding it open for me for all of our Follow the Money people.
Oh, wow.
All right. I mean, let them in. I don't know. Let them watch.
You know, this is just such a good example where it doesn't matter how you're portrayed in a way. You just become so famous off a huge hit show that there are advertisers that just know that people are going to love them and love to hate them, and they're going to be marketable.
Yes, that is true. I mean, think about it. Reality shows are now... at the end of the day, when everybody has a phone, what is really the new currency? Attention is the new currency. This is not 20 years ago when you needed a show and then hopefully a network would give you a talk show or something like that. You now are your own brand, and you have, whether it's YouTube or whether it's TikTok or whether it's, whatnot selling live, you're very, very bankable. And we know the people who've done really well. Me. You're looking at me. I've done really well becoming a star on a show. I write all the checks on Shark Tank so I can get ownership in companies outside of Shark Tank because they know that I am a living commercial.
Like Amaya is a great example. That Amaya is on the show. And there are people who don't like Amaya. Doesn't matter. That she's got enough people that do that. They're being told.
And even if you're a good villain, that can get you deals also.
She's getting offers.
Yeah.
And so, literally you check your DMs as soon as you are booted, and all of a sudden you say, I got a career. I mean, that's the way it's working.
I got to tell you something. If you're smart enough, you know you're going to be casted, right? You come up with your 2 to 5 words and your slogan or your logo. You lock that in before, and you just always have that statement. What? There was that one girl, wasn't she on a show and she said, cash me outside or something like that?
That was Danielle Bregoli. Danielle Bregoli, who's a multimillionaire now.
Yeah, was the other one the spit on something? Hawk 2?
Some problems there.
Yeah, there's some problems there.
There were some problems on that one.
But what I'm saying is, when I said it, we immediately recognized where it was said. So imagine if you had a show on every week for 16 weeks, hitting millions of people, and you locked in some of those names and those IPs. That'll work for the rest of your life if you do it smart.
There is the potential pitfall, though, Daymond, like in the case of Sierra Ortega, going on the show led to people bringing up these old social media posts where she now had to make this apology yesterday, a very effective one, I think, although I guess time will tell if it's effective. Does she have a career after this? Because this has been bad for her up to this point.
That is a very good point. Listen, it's just like when you come on Shark Tank. Think about the people who come on Shark Tank to get exposure, or sometimes if they don't want to close the deal, I'm going to expose them. So you have to really be in tune. Don't go on there and not realize they're going to open Pandora's box. You better get ready to own it, and that's the problem, right? You better own it because they're going to come for you, and they're going to realize what you have said in the past or what you've done. So you can't do this. You're drinking Pepsi and you're really a Coke person. You can't do that because it will hurt you just as much.
I got to say, we're out of time, but just real quick, you're speaking at a school leadership conference, and I would think one of the things you're going to be hit with is we can't really teach anymore because all these people want to do is start their own
Become
brand,
influencers.
not going to go to college, not going to worry about training. They're just going to do what you see on Love Island, and everybody thinks they're going to make millions of bucks.
That is true. A lot of people are going to take the shortcut, but that's the beauty in teachers. The
Right.
beauty in teachers is not only the education, but the beauty in teachers is how they teach kids to dream and how they teach kids that if they add the skill set to it, you can be successful. There are always going to be the A's and the B's, the ones who want shortcuts. But, you know, at the end of the day, when you fail at shortcuts, you'll turn around and look at what that great educator and that teacher taught you early in life. You know what? Mrs. So forth believed in me, and I'm going to go back to the fundamentals that she taught me, because kids still have an ability to make a difference. I just hate adults. They don't listen. Kids, we can still hope that there's a future, and they'll come back to it and go, I've done wrong. Let me do better now because of that teacher.
Well,
and thank you for the 2025.
Go talk to the people, Daymond. Talk to those teachers. Have a great conference. Thanks for being with us. We'll talk to you next time, man.
See you, Daymond.
You got it. All right.